You are owed nothing except the effort. No prizes, no effortless days, no certainties. Only the opportunity you seize to toil, to endure, to give. The effort itself gives you no guarantees. But you must offer it your all. The cost of your future vision is the unease of embracing it now. Half of being trapped stems from battling reality. It stems from battling your thoughts, battling the difficult emotions. So acceptance means carrying the situation, the feelings, the thoughts with you instead of warring against them. You must build yourself. If you seek only to be coddled, if you aim to be fragile and play the victim, you will go nowhere. We must grow stronger. We must grow tougher. We must cease fearing failure. We must meet adversity head-on. Adversity forges character. We must be willing to endure hardship, to endure struggle. Do not avoid any of it, because it is precisely what makes you more resilient. Acceptance isn't about resignation or quitting. It's about staring directly into the gales of reality and knowing you can locate calm within them. Acceptance isn't about remaining stagnant. It's about granting you the lucidity to move toward where you belong. It is most crucial, when everything seems to be crumbling, to be able to state, I am grateful for this position, because not only will I learn immensely, but I possess this tremendous chance to overcome it, which will only render me stronger, more capable, and more skilled. Circumstances may be difficult now, but I remain in a far better position than countless others. Many are ill. Many will not survive today. Many will never have the opportunity to rebound from what I face. That is when gratitude truly holds power. The greatest life stories aren't tales of success, of winning, of fairy tale endings. The greatest story is when you lose everything. You hit absolute bottom, everyone writes you off, and somehow you claw your way back. That's the narrative we all remember. That's the one we universally respect. Everyone roots for the underdog. Everyone loves a comeback. So if you're down right now, do not waste this. This is where your story truly commences. If your life is comfortable, it merely signifies you are perpetually staying within the boundaries of what you already know. Each time you cross that line, each time you expand that border, you are expanding your limit. That signifies growth. That signifies a new discovery. Because you are bringing illumination into a space that was previously a realm of uncertainty. It's uncomfortable because the outcome is unknown. If I possess monumental dreams and goals, then I must traverse difficult periods. The hard times are a prerequisite for success. Therefore, if you are enduring hard times now, it means you are on the path to success. That feeling isn't of being on the wrong path, it's the sensation of being on the right one. The most significant counsel I can offer is simply to show up. Show up. If you show up, there exists a possibility. If you desire greatness, if you desire recognition, if you desire all you dream of, there is only one way to guarantee you will attain those things. Only one. And that is by becoming so profoundly skilled at what you do, no matter what it is, that others cannot deny your excellence. The most difficult endeavor in the world is to rise each day and give 100%, to be in the same place you were yesterday, yet to know mentally that you are striving and striving. That is the real grind. I will not rest. I will keep pushing. There are many answers I lack. There are even questions I haven't yet formulated. I will simply keep going. I will figure it out as I move forward. And you continue to build that way. You cannot perceive the proper light if you have never been immersed in the deepest darkness. The work needs doing. There is no way around it. It must be confronted. It ultimately comes down to this: you just have to confront the work. Many people place unnecessary layers between themselves and the work. They romanticize it, create superstitions around it. But the work does not care who you are. It only cares that it gets completed. Stop imagining you will wake up on Monday and begin a perfect streak of flawless days where you execute everything perfectly. You cannot simply decide on a random Sunday evening that you will wake up tomorrow a new person and perform flawlessly, embarking on a straight line to the top. The objective is improvement, being slightly better today than you were yesterday. When you are mired in bad habits and lack the character traits of the person you wish to be, it's absurd to think you can change your personality on a whim. You must change it incrementally over time by altering your actions. Don't think, I will be a new person. Think, I will get a little better every single day for the rest of my life. Expect significant things. Think expansively. You can achieve it. Why can't you? Take it piece by piece, daily goals, monthly goals. You can make it happen. Pursue what seems impossible in your life. Chase that. Let me describe what appears on the road to success. If, recently, you have experienced doubt, if you have felt fear or anxiety about your path, if you have felt like an imposter, if you have faced rejection, significant rejection, then you are on the road you should be on. The right road. The road less traveled. The moment you make a decision, this is the workout plan, this is the diet, this is the business I'm starting, this is what I pursue, there is no turning back. You do not negotiate with yourself. You do not alter the plan because it's no longer perfect. You do what you stated you would do. No one will believe in you until you have already done it. No one will come to celebrate with you until you have already done it. The work will precede the belief. You will have to labor for a long time alone, without applause, without awards, without affirmation. Only once you build something, once people see momentum and results, will you begin to garner a little belief. Nobody cares. Ultimately, nobody cares what you are enduring, how your body feels. Nobody cares. You must do your job. Never retreat when cornered. What matters is how many times you rise, not how many times you fall. It's about your mentality. What is the point of dreaming if you are not laboring to turn that dream into reality? Speak life into your existence. Declare, I am purpose. I am healed. I am free. I am me. I am my next level. I am greatness. Speak life. Be your own motivation. A legend is merely an ordinary person with extraordinary determination. Find a way. Manufacture more opportunities, for in the end you only regret the chances you didn't take. Find the courage to take more. Your only limit is yourself. Never be ashamed of your past. Face it, rectify it, improve it. Build belief and confidence to the point where nothing can harm you, because you know precisely who you are. You have faced the demons in your mind. You have listened to your past traumas. You can now speak about your experiences without embarrassment or shame. Shame is one of the greatest impediments to progress. We are human, but if you always use that as an excuse, you will remain merely human, repeating the same mistakes. Examine the archives, study them, and utilize that knowledge. That is how you gain mastery. Confidence is what you feel after repeated action. But true confidence begins the moment you are willing to try. We are slowly dismantled, persuaded to take an easier route, lured by comfort. Most of us are not defeated in one grand battle. We are defeated by one tiny, seemingly insignificant surrender at a time, which erodes who we are meant to be. You don't wake up one day and choose weakness. It is a slow, incremental process that chips away at our will and discipline. When you invest, hustle, and work for something, you develop a different attachment to it. It would be a cold day in hell before you let someone take it from you. We live by this. We die by this. We do not surrender. We do not retreat. When something is important to you, it never leaves your mind. If you always dreamed of being a singer-songwriter and never pursued it, you will be haunted by that at age 70. It is stored in the recesses of your mind, something meant for you, calling to you. Your dreams, you either pursue them, or they haunt you. You suffer from self-doubt while others are intimidated by your full potential. If your past self could see you today, think how impressed they would be. Imagine eternal verities, truth, beauty, justice, love, courage, fortitude, passion. Consider these as virtues. What all virtues share is their relation to the ultimate good. Pursuing that good is what unites all proximate goods. It is the belief in the flourishing of all things. We are not on the stage due to talent alone. We are here because of 4 a.m. sessions, because of double or quintuple days. We are here because we had a dream and allowed nothing to obstruct our path. We used every attempt to bring us down to make us stronger. We were never satisfied, never finished, will never retire. I am moving forward because I deserve a better life. There's a version of you inside that you haven't even met. There's a life awaiting you that you haven't experienced, because you choose to remain in a life that no longer fits. You have shelved your greatness, your peace, that fulfilled version of yourself. You have left that person on the shelf too long, accepting something past its expiration date. You must decide now. Choose to say, no more. I refuse to settle any longer. The price of regret is far heavier than the price of discipline. You never want to wake up one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year from now and think, I wish I had listened to my gut. I wish I had done that thing. We do not want to live in regret. If there is something you want to accomplish, in work, relationships, school, do it. You must begin living in expectation. You must start expecting great things to happen for you, in order for them to happen. If you live in expectation, that becomes your reality. You began with a dream, a vision of what you could become. You achieved some success, but now that success has become a trap because you are addicted to what you have attained. Yet that is not all you are capable of. That is not all you have to offer. You must be willing to keep evolving, changing, developing. When one door closes, remember a house has many doors. Open the next one. If you must tear down walls to expand your reach, your wealth, your gifts, your talents, then do so. But keep evolving. Transform your wounds into wisdom. You will be wounded many times. You will make mistakes, some will call them failures. But I have learned failure is simply a redirection. It is just an experience. Your unlimited desires are what cloud your peace and happiness. Every desire is an avenue where you will suffer. Do not stop running toward your dream. It is vital. As you cling to that dream, there will be moments of self-doubt. Rough times will come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. This is crucial to know. Do not say, I am having a bad day. Say, I am having a character-building day. Every man has 2 lives. The second begins when he realizes he has just one. Truth is, passion isn't in a person, a place, or a thing. It is something inside you. Whatever your position, strive to be the bull, the one who declares, I will be better than anybody else. You can be the bull in any role. Tell yourself, I will do this better than anyone. I don't care what the job is. Be the bull at what you do. Get honest with yourself. Instead of just dreaming of being a millionaire, ask, do you truly want it? Because you can make it happen. Time travel forward a year. Investigate the patterns yielding the results you want. Then return to right here, right now, and decide, am I willing to do this now? The real challenge is discovering what only you can do. That takes a lifetime to figure out. True success is finding yourself. It is independent of money or followers. It is about discovering what unique contribution you can make, what impact only you can have. If life is a game, the end game is to become irreplaceable. You are one of a kind. No one can replace you, just as no one can replace Da Vinci, Napoleon, or Jobs. That is the ultimate position of power. Stop pushing the snooze button. If you have been waiting for a perfect moment, waiting for everything to align, stop. Now is the time. The cosmic alarm is ringing, wake up. It is your time. Your dreams and visions have chosen you. I am suffering more than seems tenable. Much of it is my fault. My life is not in order. I know I am doing 50 things wrong. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with those around me? This is serious. I am not okay as I am. I know that. But here is the positive message, you are nowhere near what you could be. You are a mess, but you do not have to stay that way. What drives Brady to want another ring? What made Jordan seek a fifth championship? What pushes Serena to 23 titles? It is not money, fame, or vision boards. For those who achieve, it is something within. You cannot purchase it. You must go within, find it, and pull it out. Every human is born unique. Your DNA and brain configuration have never occurred before and will never occur again. This uniqueness is like a voice inside your head, guiding you toward what fits you, what you are good at. As you age, that voice often weakens. You start prioritizing comfort. Masters are those who hear that voice so strongly they remain true to it throughout life. You cultivate passion to change your life, and the only thing that changes your life is a decision. Make decisions from a state of passion and momentum. Decide, commit, and resolve. Your life's task is what you were meant to do, the seed planted at birth through your uniqueness. Ask, how is the worst thing that happened to me also the best? Can you learn to remain calm in chaos? If you can, it will serve you in every area, relationships, business, athletics, anything. You must become great at letting the noise fade into nothing and achieving laser focus. In moments when you hear that inner call, I just want you to try. In moments when you know you must speak up, try. That is all I ask. If you simply do that, you will unlock your life's potential. It is through failure that we learn. Trial and error, the error part is vitally important. Nurture the edges. To support innovation, you must be comfortable with failure. You decided you wanted something so badly that you unleashed all your desire. You became obsessed. Whether a business, a car, a relationship, or a physical transformation, if you once envisioned it and now it is real, it is because you brought profound emotion to it. It was once a dream, a goal. Now it is your reality. I know how hard I have played every day. I know how much I am willing to bleed for my goals. This is not about emotional austerity or grinding yourself into the dirt. First, it is about doing something you love, so the hard work is something you want to do. And because you go that hard, you can take time off without the guilt most people feel. Honor the struggle. Many bemoan hardship, they hate it. But anything you apply hate to will quickly die. If you hate the process, the dream will die. Be careful what you direct hate toward. Most people do this with hardship. I have always seen hardship as something to honor. I honor that this is difficult, because that difficulty is precisely what is required. Most people have strategies available, or could create them. The problem is your story. Your story is why it isn't working. The story is, I've tried everything. If you had tried everything, you would have succeeded. There is always a story. If you can divorce the story of your limitation and marry the truth of your unlimited capacity, the entire game changes. Deep and lasting fulfillment, that is what makes us feel good as humans. Secretly, no matter what you claim to chase, you are chasing fulfillment. You want to feel good about who you are, your contributions, your life's meaning and purpose. People think money will provide that. They are wrong. No limited people accept who they are. They do not tell themselves they are deficient. They take their lives into their own hands, choose who to be, and understand everything that comes their way is an opportunity, a blessing. It was not until I learned to celebrate virtually everything that came my way that I could transcend it. Ask, does the decision you're about to make expand you, your future, or your life's possibilities? If yes, then the answer is yes, no matter how terrifying. Have a mind open to everything and attached to nothing. A central principle of my life is that no one knows enough to be a pessimist. When we close our minds to what is possible for us or for humanity, we shut off the genius residing within each of us. Truth is, life will never be joyous unless you break the cycle. So many people wait for happiness, waiting for their boss to loosen up, for someone else to be vulnerable first. We wait. But your life will never become what it can be unless you bring that thing yourself. Shakespeare noted, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. There is just stimulus and response. People believe a situation is objectively a certain way, and thus they must react based on the emotions it triggers. I say, absolutely not. Those emotions may not serve you. They are not aimed at moving you toward your goal. Their job is to keep you alive, often unhelpful in a modern context. To always move toward your goal, to be optimized, you must learn to control your emotions. You must learn to tell yourself a narrative not necessarily based on objective truth, but on what will work to get you to your goal. If you don't love what you do, don't bother. Without passion, it gets old. As soon as it becomes mere work, we are finished. The progress we seek toward a utopia of happiness is the biggest lie. The truth is, nothing external can ever truly fill us. Many feel stuck because they wait for an external force to push them, pressure them, or give them permission. No one is coming. The only force that can create change in your life is internal. This is external versus internal force. Procrastination is often caused by the fear of success. You didn't act so you could remain your comfortable self. Then the opportunity passed, and it felt good just to be you again. About vulnerability, when you are in uncertainty, feeling at risk or exposed, don't tap out. Stay brave. Stay uncomfortable. Stay in the cringeworthy moment. Lean into the hard conversation and keep leading. Stay brave. When it comes to being the person you want to be, what are you waiting for? If this journey is something you are truly passionate and committed to, waiting for perfection is the wrong answer. Getting started, taking the first step, that is the answer. No one starts as an expert, a tremendous athlete, or a master pianist. Everyone starts as a novice. They commit to the craft and invest the time necessary. Understand your story is being written now. Often we wait for a sign, a notification telling us our big break is coming. That's not how life works. Good stories have plot twists. Up until now, perhaps every plot twist in your life has been negative: illness, loss, job termination, failed deals. That just means you are due for a positive plot twist. It is coming. Keep your chin up. Stay ready. The magic you seek is in the work you are avoiding. The supernatural quality you desire is in the sacrifices you are not making, the community you are not joining, the generosity you are withholding. You will have to confront fears and do things you've never done. What matters most is how you walk through the fire. You can walk through complaining, or you can walk through creating an example for others, making their own trials seem trivial in comparison. Potential is not what you can achieve, it is who you can become. If you focus solely on results, you will never change. If you focus on change, results are inevitable. Achieving success without internal change means you will not retain that success. Pray to become the person who can achieve and sustain success. Potential is about who you can become. You need to get off the couch and take that first step. Wherever you want to be, start today. Not tomorrow. Not once something else is done. Start today. Take that first step, no matter how small, ugly, or imperfect. That first step is the beginning of the journey. It is the journey, the falling down, getting back up, learning through failure, growing through challenges, that will make you the person you want to be on the other side. Greatness is within you, but you must take the first step to find it. Believing in something worth fighting for unveils true strength. It is the realization of how it feels to carry on past the point that once broke you. Remember. Now look at you. Fueled by the fire of faith and belief, you possess an unshakable resolve. You are a warrior of the light, a catalyst for cataclysmic change. Your words can change the world because you are guided by something greater than any enemy. Stop waiting. You could get hit by a bus next week. Do not waste your life waiting, worrying, or wishing. You must want it enough to do the work. I prefer to be the person who steps up to face challenges rather than the one who stays below the line and avoids them. What kind of person do you want to be? What do you want? How badly? How much are you willing to suffer? Learn how to handle the winters. They come after every fall with regularity. Some are long, some short, some hard, some easy, but they keep coming. You must learn to handle the nights that follow days. You must learn to handle difficulty that follows opportunity. You must learn to handle recessions that follow progressions. This will not change. The lesson is learning how to handle it. There are all kinds of winters, when you can't figure it out, when everything goes smash, when it turns belly up, when you're out of money with a broken heart. Those are the feelings of winter. Do not waste the failing. Often, when things don't go our way, we discard the experience. But we learn more in defeat than in victory. When you win, nobody can tell you anything. When you lose, you listen. After a loss, after being knocked down, stay down for a moment. Understand why you lost. Why are you here? If you just jump back up, you will lose the same way again. Every time I lost, I stayed down, for seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks. But when I stood up, I was different. If tomorrow were not guaranteed, how far would you push? If today were your last opportunity to ever do this thing, how far would you go? How fast would you run? How much would you sacrifice, knowing you'd never lace up again? Be willing to make the decision with the mindset, what if it does work out? At some point, everyone faces a collision between others' expectations and their own. You must have profound passion for what you're doing. The reason is simple, it is so hard that any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you must sustain it over time. If you don't love it, if you're not having fun, you will give up. What if? In the midst of a grueling 200-mile run, when body, mind, and spirit are broken, I start to ask, what if I could pull this off? What if I could perform a miracle? What if I could become someone no one thinks I can be? When you say you will do something and follow through, not just at the end when you cross the finish line or raise your hands, I'm talking about the small steps in between, the ones no one sees. Don't panic. This is a rebuilding stage. Stop focusing on everything going wrong and start focusing on everything that can go right tomorrow if you work today. No more excuses. No more blaming others for your circumstances. Take ownership of everything in your life. Move past the negative thoughts that say you can't. You can regain many things, but you cannot get back today. Make it count. Those who are great are grateful. The difference is between those who say, I have to put in the work, and those who say, I get to put in the work. The latter will invest more, attend to more details, and yield far more because they are grateful for the opportunity. You must hold yourself accountable. Be your own hero. Make yourself totally accountable for who you are. Focus solely on becoming the best person you can be for others. We leave too much potential untapped by not searching for who we are. Many die without knowing their greatest potential. You become whatever you are fascinated with. This is the law of the mind. If you are fascinated by poverty, you become poor. If fascinated by sickness and disease reports, you will become sick. Whatever fascinates you, you will attract, and it will attract you. Do not become fascinated with what you do not want. If you want wealth, become fascinated with wealth and wealthy people. If you want success and prosperity, become fascinated with successful, prosperous people. The only way I lose is if I quit. It will be a dogfight. If you are ready to quit, don't start. If you seek an easy path, don't start. If you think you won't hear no a million times, don't start. But every time they close a door, I get excited. Why? Because I am not a no. I am one yes away. I want to share this, wake up early and stack wins. We need to stack little wins. Many believe success is a byproduct of big wins, a major deal, a huge sale, a pivotal partnership. Big wins matter, but little wins stacked daily, hourly, over days, weeks, and months forge you into a formidable human being. Discipline. People use that word loosely. You do not have to sacrifice loved ones to be great. That is a misunderstanding. If I rise at 5 a.m., train, nap when others are at the gym, train again, have dinner, and sleep, repeating this daily for a long period, and that is discipline and sacrifice. Most will not understand your obsession, drive, and determination. Success is a lonely journey. Most will not comprehend why you are so driven. If you try to make them understand, you will end up frustrated. The best advice: go on the journey alone. In the battle, you find peace. When you go to war with yourself, you find profound peace. It is because you know exactly who you are. That is where peace is truly found. Some reach a stage where they realize the futility of constant striving for perishable things, things that, once obtained, prove to be shadows. At this stage, some turn from seeking in the outer realm to seeking from within, from a higher source, shifting focus from accomplishments, acquisitions, reputation, and ownership, which we mistakenly identify as ourselves. Ask yourself, is this what you truly wanted, or were you just accustomed to it? For someone struggling, start rewarding incremental steps of forward actions. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it all around. You must be alert when suffering. You must also be alert to life's beauty, the unexpected beauty. Look for where things remain beautiful, for what is still sustaining, to carry you through dark times. Agitation and stress are designed to move us. When we try too hard to quiet that stress, it can become problematic. You must decide, will you try to quiet the stress, or will you lean into action? That is a critical choice for anyone experiencing negativity. Forward movement, provided it is not dangerous, is the absolute remedy for fear and stress. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting in spite of it. Confidence is not the absence of self-doubt, it is being willing to try even when you doubt yourself. The world has given us a massive excuse to practice. You get to practice the most important skill on the planet, emotional mastery. You do have to embrace the darkness. You do have to embrace the rage. People have a gift, greatness, a passion inside them. Now is the time to let it out. This is a reset year. It is not by accident that it is 2020, a year symbolizing clear vision for a new decade. This is the year for reset, restart, reignite, reclaiming what you love, recommitting, redesigning, re-engaging. This is that year. The external lesson for me has been realizing the importance of working hard when things are good. When you are in your flow, with momentum, roll with it and work harder. That sets you up for difficult times. The problem is that when you become too safe, secure, and complacent, you start thinking nothing bad can happen. Then something like this occurs, and everyone is back at square one. But I will never be poor again. Poverty is a state of mind, a feeling out of control, scarcity-minded, taking pride in struggle. No one should ever take pride in being deprived. You have a brain. You have a solution to a problem people will pay for. Put it out there. So many say, I have this great idea, and one day I'll do it. When is that day? I invite you, don't just sign up for the goal. Sign up for the daily inconvenience it will cost you. Say yes to whatever it takes, no matter what. We feel pain because we attach significance to a particular moment. Unresolved pain exists because we attach significance to a moment, and when that moment was taken, we felt our significance was taken. We think all that work is lost. But the truth is, the significance was in the work itself. Many want to play big in the world but keep making it optional. Every time it gets hard, you set it down. The moment you make it non-negotiable, remove all other options, you stop wondering about the mountain size because you have declared you will climb it. Remember, your life is not about you. Your life is about the lives of everyone you touch. When you make your life about others, you will never wake up feeling anxiety, worry, or stress again. The red pill's only promise is the truth. It does not promise things will be better. It only reveals the world as it really is. That was incredibly intoxicating to me. I took the red pill intellectually and realized the mind itself is the matrix. I promise you, the matrix has you now. I want to live in a world where most people wake up inspired to go to work, feel safe there, and return home fulfilled. That is not the current world. It is the world I want. True goals, true intention, come from within. When they do, you have more emotion toward them. If I can do something better than others and it serves a greater good, I would be irresponsible not to do it. Many search for meaning as if it's hidden under a rock. You have more power than that. You have the power to create meaning in your life, not just passively look for it. This is water to a fish. Water is so ubiquitous it ceases to be noticed. We all have that same ubiquitous thing playing on us, preventing us from becoming who we want to be, our mindset, our belief system. It is so ingrained, so ever-present in how you process information, that you don't even notice it. You don't know it's real. This is what controls your life. Your inability to see that your mindset is the water. Once you become aware of the water, you can change everything. You can go from a scared kid to whomever you want to be. Have I, with whatever powers available to me, lessened the suffering of others? Or, conversely, have I enhanced others' lives? They are related. I don't mean devoting every moment to it, but if a small gesture of mine can add value to someone's life, I will do it. Leveraging 10 minutes of my life for someone else's happiness, enlightenment, or reduced suffering, I would be irresponsible not to. A portion of your life, some say 1/3, is generated by pure intention, your soul's intention for you. It includes people you are meant to meet, situations you are meant to experience, sometimes pain and failure meant for your soul's learning. Surrender to this. Accept uncertainty. If one of your goals isn't on your soul's path, that's okay. Once you choose a meaning, and it is always your choice, you can begin to build a great life. Stories are the outward expression of our inner journey. Most people live vicariously through film. Many today are obsessed with the law of attraction. But I tell you, the law of attraction is wrong. The universe does not give you what you want. The universe gives you who you are. Don't think law of attraction. Think law of resonance. You must be that which you want. Then the universe responds. If that's the game, if I can construct my belief system, if I can choose at any moment to believe something more empowering, then one can have no greater mastery than mastery over oneself. On my tombstone, I want the epitaph, be ashamed to die until you have scored some victory for humanity. Any of us should want the world to be a little better because we lived. What can you give with no expectation of return? When a hero stumbles, cowards rejoice. Nothing feels better to a coward than to watch the brave fall. This life is not here to make you suffer. It is here to make you understand your potential. Perhaps there is something bigger you can become. Discover your potential. You may be frustrated now, but think of the story you will tell later when you are where you want to be. If you have a terrible job, are broke, in debt, or just fired, it sucks now. But one day, this will be a chapter you are not only grateful for but can use to inspire others. Before feeling sorry for yourself, remember the story you will tell. Knowing how far you've come will make your current struggle worth it. You have two choices: get scared, give up, and burn out, or face the fear and barrel through. When you emerge on the other side, I guarantee you will be stronger than you ever thought possible. You lose more life trying to optimize everything than by just living it. The stress of seeking perfection kills you faster than your imperfections. I will never wish for fewer epic stories at life's end. I've never regretted failures. I've always regretted things I didn't try. Dreams have a purpose, not necessarily to be fulfilled, but to get you moving. It is easy to stay comfortable among those at the bottom, but you will never fly high enough. You may have to go alone. You may be your only supporter. That's okay, because that is the most important supporter, the one who will put in the work every day despite everything, especially when others don't see the vision. One of the best questions to ask when faced with a decision is, what would your future self want you to do today? You may be dealing with a lot now, and it might be easier to hide. Don't embrace the storm. Let it harden you. On the other side of struggle is a version of you stronger, healthier, and more unstoppable than you ever imagined. Running from challenges gets you nowhere. Showing up for yourself, even when it's hard, will. Stay strong. You've got this. There's a self within you that wants to emerge, buried, but present. When we bring it out, we feel better. The lower self is our animal nature, driven by addictions, seeking what is easy and fast. Indulging in that does not feel good. You want to bring out the higher self. Confront it. Do not deny it anymore. See that it is in you. It is in everyone. It is extremely democratic. Ultimately, happiness comes down to choosing to become aware of our mental afflictions or choosing to be ruled by them. This is what hard feels like. Did you think achieving your goal would be easy? No. So, what is the entry price? It's hard. This is what hard feels like. It is as if you are here to be challenged. You can be deeply grateful for what you have now and still be ambitious with goals and dreams. In fact, gratitude is part of being happy along the journey. Happiness on the journey requires three components: gratitude, a mission, and discipline. With those three operating, you will be happy along the way. That is reality. Do it sad, angry, heartbroken, miserable, excited, energized, happy, tired, confident, discouraged. Do it anyway. Life is not just the passing of time. Life is a collection of experiences, their frequency and intensity. Life is not watching a clock tick away. Whatever your lifespan, fill it with experiences and their intensity. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure, because the human mind alone will not make you happy. You must direct it. There is no worse state than to achieve everything and feel unfulfilled. Many voices try to define us, tell us who we are, sometimes uplifting, sometimes negative. When you listen to them all, it's easy to wonder who is telling the truth. The key is, the only voice that matters is your own. The fastest way to change your life is to start keeping the promises you make to yourself. You chose this path. Even though it may be hard, you owe it to yourself to see it through. Don't live with regret. Put it all on the line and let it play out as it should. The last thing you want is to wonder, what if? Don't give yourself that option. Make it happen now.